What's your topic, Tits?
Recently, we had a poll for our monthly modules that we are now doing. Check them out on YouTube. So we had a few options on our poll, and one of our options was for you to fill in the blank. And we had a few games that were suggested to us to play, and I thought I would go ahead and share my thoughts on one of them because I've already played it, called Call of Catthulu. Yes, Call of Catthulu, not Call of Cthulhu. You play regular old house cats, trying to prevent the rise of the Elder Ones without the humans finding out. It's pretty much the main core of the game.
I was going to ask, are they like elder dogs?
No, but so actually, one of the the Splat books does address the different animals and how they kind of play into it. And dogs are on the side of cats. Pretty much think if it's a like regular person pet type animal, it'll probably be on the side of the humans. There's insects that are obviously with the whatever the god of swarms is in
like sea monsters
Lovecraft.
and stuff.
Yeah, fish usually are heralds of Dagon, that kind of stuff. Well, they don't specifically say Dagon or, any of the named entities from Lovecraft, but you know who they're talking about. I do think that one of my favorite ones that they mention in that book, it's the arch nemesis of the cats. It is the dark god of the red eye, because sometimes it magically appears on walls, and anytime you try to capture it, it disappears under your paws.
That's hilarious.
And it actually has
That
a
is
note
awesome.
leaving it up to the GM as to whether or not anytime a human uses a laser pointer, if it actually is a true elder deity or
That's
if it's just a
amazing.
cat
So
misunderstanding.
you're actual cats. You're not like anthropomorphic.
Eyes. Yeah.
You're not like
tiny
Redwall.
Yeah, it's not like mouse guard or anything.
No, yeah, you are legit cats. And they even encourage it to try to do what you can, like, while playing without... Not playing without speaking, but anytime like you're narrating your character stuff, you're trying to use very environmentally descriptive words as opposed to just so that way your mind doesn't try to like, yeah, I'm gonna turn and let them know, no, it's I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna bat at his leg a little bit and see if the human will follow me, and if he doesn't, I'm gonna start meowing loudly, that kind of.
So it's all about
thing.
letting your humans know that they're probably about to go insane.
Yeah, well, or even just doing what you can to save them. One of the, what do you call it? Not module, but I guess the short one-shots included in the book.
Okay.
The cats saving the world by, like, elves and stuff and, like, causing problems that cats usually do that totally interrupts a cultist ritual. And so because they mess up the ritual because, oh no, they knocked the pot off the shelf that we needed to summon the demon, and now the ashes are not in the perfect place.
Yeah.
And like silly things like
Rolled
that.
yarn across the summoning circle.
Exactly, or that kind of a thing. So
I want to play this now. It sounds really cute.
Yeah, it is really cute. It's really silly. It can also be more serious if you want. One of the modules is pretty intense. It might be a fun one to do for monthly modules. Part of the character design in this game is you get to choose like what kind of cat you are. Instead of having class and race and all that normal stuff that you usually see in RPGs, they have what's called roles and backgrounds. Those are your more classic classes. You have Catraback, which is the cat.
Oh
that,
my
that
god,
moves
it's
with
got
the
puns.
scale. Yes, it has so many puns. So the Catraback is the cat that is like, how did you get up there? You see the videos of the cat that's like sitting on top of a door, that kind of thing. The Pussyfoot, which is the cat that's the spoiled rotten cat who has all kinds of treats and toys and all that kind of stuff. The Scrapper lives for fighting. The Tiger Dreamer, and as the way that it describes this is, all cats know that they are tigers in disguise. A tiger dreamer has a special connection with the cat's mighty ancestry. This means this cat sleeps a lot, even more than other cats, and in dreams finds answers. So they're the spiritualists. They're the cats
That's
that
the
sleep
cat I
even
wanna
more
play.
than normal cats. But by sleeping, they like access the shared memories of the ancestry
That
of
is
all cats.
awesome.
And then the last one is the 2-footologist, because they call humans 2 feet.
Yeah.
And that's the cat that can jump up and hit a doorknob just right to open a door, or figure out how to open up the fridge and get the fish out of the freezer.
That sounds like the one Mal would play.
I was thinking that.
I'm glad to see all these classes and all this narratively aren't so cattywampus.
Exactly. So the background has two parts to it. You have whether or not you are a mixed lineage or purebred cat. Choose if you're feral, a house cat, or a show cat. Between those two, and then whatever your role is, you have a archetype, essentially.
It's like archetypes. Class and race, almost, basically.
Yeah, class and race, and then the race has two, again, feral, house cat, show cat, and mixed or purebred.
Yeah.
So,
if we play this for monthly modules, can I name my cat Wampus?
Yes, you can.
Be Kitty Wampus instead of Catty Wampus.
I do like the description for names. It says cat may go by any name, such as the three described by the example, or none at all. In which case, feline peers are sure to hang a don't know what that word is. Holy crap! Big eloquent word for eloquent on the prideful animal. Eloquent name. So as for the noises made by humans, the majority of cats in the history of coexistence have been addressed by the local equivalent of cat, but many a hero finds it acceptable or at least convenient to adopt specific two-footisms, such as Clarissa, Lord Rexington Arculamule of Paddington Meadows, or Mr. Tittles. Still others insist on highly personal bits of braggadocio as Throatcatcher, Shadowfur, or Leapingest.
Come here, Whiskers. That is amazing.
I love Leapingest. Like, just I don't know, it just makes me laugh. Leapingest.
So can your cat character go mad?
Yes. So the way that this handles conflicts or
and second question, is there catnip in the game, and how does it work? If so.
Oh, I'm sure there is. It's a little bit more narrative oriented. The whole of the book itself is all of 30 pages, and I think 20 of that is just describing the different classes. And as far as the rules go, you roll 2d6s, and if you get a 3, 4, 5, or 6, it's a success. If you get a 1 or a 2, it's a 3 to 6 is good for the cat, and a 1 to 2 is bad for the cat. As a GM, if I were to roll, I want 1 or 2 because the 1 and the 2 means bad for the cat. 3 through 6 is good for the cat, so statistically speaking, it is in the player's favor. It's in the cat's favor.
Always.
Most contests will be.
Yeah.
Ways to kind of adjust things, and like sometimes you might only roll 1d6, and then there's a way to get 3d6.
Okay. So do you have like skills and stuff like that, and that does give you more d6?
No. So really what it comes down to is there's what they call the right cat for the job. And what that means is that essentially whatever cat makes sense in his description and his backstory and all the stuff he's done, that he would be the one that would be able to accomplish whatever task you're trying to do. That cat counts one of his dice as a success. It doesn't matter if he rolls 2 failures, one of them will still be considered a success.
Okay.
But there's what they call dire challenges, and in a dire challenge, only the right cat for the job can try to perform it. The other cats cannot at all. But there's still a chance. Dire challenges, but even if they fail, they can spend glory and make a glorious attempt. So they get to roll an additional cat dice. In order to do that, you have to give up 1 of your 9 lives. So that's kind of how they weave that into there. So you can have a total of 9 of these glorious attempts.
That is awesome. So basically, like, if you're the stray cat, you're obviously gonna be the one who's probably the scrapper, and therefore you're gonna have getting the dire challenge, like if there's like a pack of dogs or something, and probably the prissy, like pampered cat's going to be the one who's not going to be fodder.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they still can fight and stuff, but they're going to, they're not going to be the right cat for the job. Again, the roles though. So I know you said feral scrapper, but you can still be like a feral pussyfoot. And they call that pitiful beggar. So, it's the one kitten that, you're walking down an alleyway and the kitten just comes out and just looks up you for food, even though it's this feral cat, you walk up and pick it up and take it with you to go give it food and it's happy, type deal. So it's really cute. It's really silly. But again, it is Lovecraftian, so you can get pretty dark with it. As I said, one of the modules is pretty interesting, but Yeah, it's fun. I ran it with my wife and one of our friends and his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and we had a blast playing it. So I definitely recommend it, at least to check it out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do this for monthly module eventually, just because it sounds so funny and goofy. Or you could even go dark with us if you want to. It's probably what Meta would like more.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
Lovecraft,
me
so, I
too,
mean-
possibly. I'm not a huge fan of the silly stuff.
I don't know. I'm a fan of having things silly and dark because you can do it. It's possible. I feel like if there's anything that's gonna let you do it, it's this.
Mal, it's a game about being a kitty cat.
Yeah.
Come on, bud. I thought you liked the silly stuff.
Not my RPGs.
Well, I just completely misjudged you, sir, and for that I apologize. With all the running overheads and
I live my
charging in
life
constantly.
silly. I don't want to RP it.
Fair enough. You want to live vicariously through your character for that brief moment of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Live life as a cat lost in the... I don't remember the name of the other realm.
Eons.
I'm going to call it now then. Mal will be the one to embrace his insanity.
It's interesting. And again, the way that they handled the elder gods, it's more like animals are kind of the emissaries of them. And so humans have kind of like lost their ability to sense when impending doom is coming because we're not tied in with nature in the same kind of way. Again, there's a lot you can do with it, and there's a lot you can play around with.
I like that aspect because it makes more sense, obviously, that you're not going to be like cats getting involved with old ones and stuff like that. It's more like their avatars.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
like the flock of ravens or something like that. Or the
Exactly,
fish,
yeah.
like we were saying before. That's pretty neat. I like that.
And I mean, like in most Lovecraft media anyway, that's the way it is. A lot of times you're not dealing directly with the Elder Ones. You're dealing with their emissaries, with their
Cultists and stuff.
cultists and their heralds and all that kind of stuff. This is kind of the same way, but it lets you treat other animals as the heralds as much as the Bloodspeaker cult next door. So you can kind of balance both. In fact, it usually encourages that. Like just because you're a cat, you're trying to prevent this ritual that humans are doing, but part of your challenge is overcoming like a wall of flies, or something like that. So it kind of lets you mix in both.
The scum of the earth that is the tick. Swarm
Yeah.
of ticks that come after your cats.
Yeah, that's creepy. Just
Yeah,
all
I had to
scuttling,
take a
just
tick off my cat the other day, so
waves
tell
of
me about
them.
it. Yeah, suck all your blood out.
Small bounding fleas.
Sounds like the kind of game that we need to play.
Agreed.
I want Mal to running overhead in that game too.